This is how to actually grow your YouTube account with 0 subscribers. We're gonna break down the YouTube algorithm and go over the way that you can hack the algorithm to actually grow your YouTube account. We're gonna be going over stuff that nobody else is talking about, the secrets of the game. In this video, we're gonna be covering everything that YouTube wants from you for YouTube to actually share your content and put you in front of more people. So in order to do this, we're gonna go over what you need to understand about YouTube and the algorithm, the things that you need to know to actually start growing and getting in front of more people so that you can start getting the momentum behind your brand and your YouTube account. So how do people find your YouTube account when you're starting out with 0 subscribers and 0 views? The first way is that when you're big and you've built out your brand and you're following on YouTube, YouTube will actually start to promote your content and share your content with people that YouTube thinks, and I mean, quite frankly, knows will actually enjoy your content and watch your content. The second way that people will find you is if people are searching for your video on YouTube or they're asking a question that your video answers, they'll be able to search you. YouTube is a search engine and they'll be able to find your content as long as you have good content and YouTube knows that your content is actually worth showing to these people searching. And the third thing that you can do is actually promote your content, your YouTube content on other platforms, whether that be Instagram, Facebook groups, or Reddit, you know, things along those nature, finding communities where then you can share your content on those communities. The other really important thing that you need to understand about the YouTube algorithm is how to actually rank in the algorithm to make YouTube know and think that you have valuable content that needs to actually be shared to more people. And the YouTube algorithm will actually look at 2 main things. The first one is the click-through rate. So how many people who are seeing your video are actually clicking on it. So when it pops up in search or browse, how many people are actually clicking on the video to watch it. And then the other metric that you need to think about is watch time. So if you're keeping people on the platform for a long time, YouTube's gonna say, okay, this is valuable content, it's keeping people on the platform, we're gonna make more money from this, and it's gonna make your video do a lot better than other videos and rank higher than those other videos. So these are the 2 main concepts that you really need to know when starting a YouTube account, trying to grow it. So we're gonna do a deep dive into these 2 things, which are making your content easier for people to find and making your content stuff that people will actually watch. This video is sponsored by Hands-Free Digital Marketing. That is my Instagram growth agency. If you need help growing your Instagram account, we have over 35 happy clients. We grow their accounts by 400 to 30,000 real and targeted followers every single month. Email me if you want to do business. My email is down below. So let's get into the algorithm, kind of behind the scenes of how you can make your YouTube videos easily found. When you're first starting your YouTube account, you need to think about what people are searching. You need to make sure that your content is searchable content. When I'm coming up with ideas for videos and making videos, I will literally search for or do a little bit of research and find out what people are looking for that I actually have knowledge on, what other topics I could do a video on that people may be interested in. And I'll be looking for ideas that people are already searching, and then I'll just make the content to put in front of those people. When you first start out, you are not gonna have very many followers. You're gonna have 0 subscribers, right? So people aren't just gonna find you because they're subscribed to you, or they're not gonna watch your stuff because they're subscribed to you. So this is the way you need to grow. You need to think in terms of growth when you start, and then later on when you've built your brand and you've built your following, then you can start making content that is more for the people that are already following you. There are some tools that I actually use when I'm doing my research for trying to find topics that I can talk about or questions that I can answer that people might have. One of these tools is called Google Trends. So if you've heard of this, great. If you haven't, Google Trends is a place, or it's a website that Google has where you can look up keywords, so keyword searches or key phrases that people might be searching, and you can see how many people have searched them over time. Google Analytics is completely free. Just Google Analytics and you'll be able to find it. And you'll be able to compare different video topics or ideas that you're having and see which one actually has more need for a video on that topic. The other tool that I use is called Keywords Everywhere. I really like this tool. You do have to pay to use it now. They used to have a free version, and now it's not very expensive. I think I paid They say that an average person will only spend $10 in a year using this, and it's really cool because you can look up any search that you want and it will tell you the amount of people that search that every single month. It'll tell you the amount of competition that word or phrase has, and it'll also tell you how much the cost per click is if you're trying to run ads for that specific word or phrase. Now this is valuable information because you can look at keyword phrases and keyword searches that have a high number of searches every single month. So you want a high number of searches, but you want low competition so that there's not as many people making content on this specific topic. So this brings us into where do you actually put these keywords and key phrases in your YouTube video? And there's two different places that I recommend putting a high emphasis on putting these keywords and phrases in your video. And that would be the title of the video and the beginning of the title. Actually, you will rank for those words more than you'll rank for the words at the end of your title. So the keywords and key phrases that you want to rank for, put at the beginning of the video, like I did on this one, how to grow a YouTube account. And then on the second half, you can put something more emotional, like I put in this one, explaining the algorithm of YouTube. So that's a little bit more emotional, that has more of a hook, and that will be able to hook people in after they searched how to grow a YouTube account. The other place where you'll be able to rank for keywords and phrases is the description. Don't put as much time into the tags. What I recommend doing with the tags is actually putting your other video titles in the tags. It'll group all your videos together if you put your other video titles in with the tags of your current videos. But yeah, going back to the description, the words at the beginning of the description, you're going to be able to rank for that. And the beginning of the description is also a teaser for your video, and that will actually show up when people are searching for a certain thing. Your description will show up there. The other way that you can find people that will find value in your videos and watch your videos and click on your videos is other social media platforms where there's a group type aspect and it's niched down. So when you're starting a channel on YouTube, you should definitely pick a niche and stick with that niche. That is going to help YouTube group you in with other types of content, so it knows to recommend your content after they play someone else's video on the same topic. So pick a niche and stick with that niche. The more niche down you go, the more it's going to help you when you're smaller. But once you know your niche, then you can go onto other social media platforms like Reddit, find a subreddit in your same niche, or Facebook groups, find a Facebook group for the niche that you want to get into, and then you can start sharing your videos with people there, but only if you actually think it's going to provide value to them. You don't want to spam out your videos to a bunch of people. It's going to look spammy and it's going to give your brand a bad rep, and that's actually going to hurt you more than it's going to help you. Once you actually have grown out your following a little bit and you have some subscribers, then you can start putting more clickbait in the beginning of your title, or just making your whole title clickbait. That's why you see a lot of big YouTubers doing this. They already have the audience. They just need to get their audience's attention. When you're actually focused on growth, when you're smaller, which this video is about, you should be more concerned with your discoverability and reaching more people on YouTube and growing your brand. So don't focus so much on the clickbaity titles. Maybe put that in the second half of your title, and definitely focus on discoverability and making sure you have keywords and key phrases in your title and description. I put a lot of time and effort into each and every one of my videos, and I'd really appreciate it if you left a like and subscribed. It's free, it's easy, it takes about 2 seconds, and you can always change your mind later. Okay, so now let's talk about how to actually get people to watch your video. So this is going to be broken down into how to get better click-through rate and then how to get more watch time. So click-through rate is getting people to click on your video when they see it in the search or in recommended videos. And this really comes down to the title that you're using for your video and also the thumbnail. So when it comes to the title, make sure that the first half of your title is discoverability, like I said before, and then the second half can be the thing that entices people to click on your video. Something that triggers curiosity or emotion, you know, that should be included in your title. Just put it in the second half. Your thumbnail should be able to convey what your video is going to be about without, you know, someone actually having to read the title. You can also put more clickbaity stuff in the thumbnail as well. So I try and do a combination of telling people what the video is going to be like with the thumbnail, and also trying to make it a little bit clickbaity or just enticing for people to actually click on it and create some curiosity there. Your reputation also plays into your click-through rate. If you have a reputation for providing a lot of value and not having a lot of fluff, then people are more likely to click on your video because they've seen that in the past. They already know what your video is going to be about. They know the quality of your video. So definitely think about creating a good reputation and a good brand when you are making your YouTube channel, and then that's going to help your click-through rate and help you grow. Okay, so let's talk about how to actually get watch time, because this is like the key to performing well on YouTube and reaching more people and ranking in the system. YouTube actually ranks your content higher when more people watch consistently through. So the more watch time you have, the longer you're keeping people on the platform, the better YouTube will rank you. And they do this because it benefits them. It keeps people on the platform longer. If you're keeping people on the platform longer, then YouTube wants to promote your videos, because then they're gonna see more ads, which then makes YouTube more money. The very beginning of the video should be some kind of hook and telling people exactly what they're gonna get out of the video. You don't want to make this intro hook part too long, otherwise you're going to lose people and they'll fall off, and then they'll never watch one of your videos again because they thought your intro was too long and you didn't get to the point. Intro should be something like, we are going to go over this in this video so that you can do this. Or something that has some kind of like clickbaity element to it, like, oh, we're going to teach birds how to swim today. Something that tells them what's going to happen, but also has some kind of like shock factor to it to entice people to watch the video. Once you're done with the intro and telling people what's going to happen, then you should get into the value as quickly as you can. And once you're in the value, you should be giving a lot of value to people so that they know to come back to you. You are the best source. You're going to grow your authority if people know that you are the best source for your niche and your topic. Take out any fluff, so any irrelevant information, any information that people do not need to know, take all of that out. People don't want to watch stuff if they don't really need to see it. People like when you get to the point and you're not messing around. Once you're done with the value, you should have a quick outro as well. So get to the point, say, hey, thanks for watching. Hope you learned a lot. I'll see you in the next one. You know, don't make it super long. Like all my social medias, like, comment, subscribe. Don't add that stuff. You don't need it. Don't add it. I don't think that you should put that kind of stuff in the outro, but it still has its place in the video. You should still be reminding people, hey, don't forget to subscribe if you like the content. Leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what kind of video you want next. Speaking of which, hey, don't forget to first subscribe, like the video, leave me a comment of what you want to see next. Another thing you need to consider when you're trying to think about how to get more watch time is how often you should be making content. It all depends on person to person. You don't want to get burnt out by trying to do too much. You also don't want to try and do too much and have the quality of the content be bad. One good video can do a lot more for you than 10 bad videos or 10 subpar videos. A good video is going to reach a lot more people. It's going to get shared around the internet. People are going to know that it's good. YouTube algorithms are going to know that it's good, and then it's going to share it with more people, and it's going to do a lot more, give you more watch time, get you more subscribers, all that good stuff. So focus on quality over quantity, but at the same time, you need to commit to making a certain amount of content every single week so that you're getting out more content, you're getting more watch time, and you have more content that is reaching people. Because if you're not putting out the content, you're not going to reach more people. So you got to find like kind of like a happy medium of, okay, I want to make good quality content, but I still need to put out a good amount of content. So that is the algorithm explained. I hope you guys have success in starting your YouTube channels. I hope you learned a lot in this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.